Good morning and welcome to the Crawford County Commissioners Work Session for March 17th, 2021. We'll start the business today with the Crawford County Fair.
I don't believe the president of the Fair Board is on,
I don't believe so.
so if he's, since he's not, I'll take care of that one. Crawford County Fair Board at their meeting last week approved the contract with Trace Lawn and Landscaping to do the work up at the historical building. They're gonna add to the sidewalk, sell more bricks over from the existing sidewalk over to the man door, be on the, I guess that'd be the west side of the walk that's there now. So they approved it, so according to the MOU, it's now up to the commissioners to do likewise if we so choose.
Okay, any questions? Okay, thank you. The Register and Recorder.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning,
Beth.
Beth.
Morning, Beth.
Requesting approval of the payment for the Infocon Corporation invoice in the amount of $3,499.11 for the microfilming Register Wills days years 87 through 88, Recorder Deeds and Register Wills documents for year 2019, and Recorder Deed Instruments 2016-6773 through 2016-7984. 2,500 of this invoice will be paid from the Recorder of Deeds Records Improvement Fund, and this is a budgeted item.
Any questions for Beth?
Nope.
All right, thank you, Beth.
Thanks, Beth.
Thank you.
Beth Forbes is now exiting.
Juvenile Probation.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Holly.
Morning, Holly.
I am requesting to approve the agreement between the Crawford County Conservation District and Juvenile Probation for providing the mowing, trimming, and basic yard cleanup service. This is around the area of Bear Lodge. The service will be provided by the youth working through our community service program. The contract will be effective April 6, 2021 to October 15th, 2021, and the Conservation District will agree to pay this annual fee of $4,500 to juvenile probation.
Any questions for Holly?
No.
Thank you, Holly.
Nope.
Thanks, Holly.
Okay, thank you.
Holly Varndell is now exiting.
Okay, the courts. Are you there, Heidi?
We can come back to
We'll
that.
come back.
And if no one comes on, I can take it later.
Okay. IT.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Morning,
Morning,
Tim.
Tim.
IT's request to ratify year 3 payment of the 3-year Microsoft EA agreement from CDWG for the amount of $98,554.40.
Any questions for Tim?
Nope.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Tim.
Treasurer.
Good morning.
Morning,
Morning,
Christine.
Christine.
I'm here asking to have approval of amendment number 1 and with our Value Payment Systems LLC. They're the ones that handle the credit card services in our office. And this change reduces the fee to 2.5% on the credit cards and also adds American Express as an accepted payment type. We haven't had that in the past, so
Okay.
thank you.
Any questions for Christine?
Nope.
Public Safety.
Top of the morning to you.
Good morning, Gregory.
Wow, okay. Morning.
Morning, Greg.
We'd like to request the ratification of a payment of $1,627 to Line-X of Crawford County for upfitting of our recently purchased Ram 3500. Hazmat monies will be used to cover that expense.
Okay.
And we also are requesting that you approve the resolution adopting the FEMA-approved countywide hazard mitigation plan.
Okay. Any questions for Greg?
Yep.
Nope.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Greg Beveridge is now exiting.
Maintenance.
Good morning.
Morning,
Mark.
Mark.
I'm asking approval to pay invoices for the courthouse remodeling project for the finance office in the amount of $510.79.
Okay.
Also asking approval to pay an invoice to each group for the Federal Bridge Inspection Program number 20, estimate number 11. This is for $6,342.50.
Okay, any questions for Mark?
Nope.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Mark Felon is now exiting.
Correctional facility?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning,
Jack.
First item, I'm requesting approval for payment of $916 to the Wilkins Company for replacement of an outside security camera. This is not a budgeted item, however, the funds will be taken from budget line item 2301.
Okay.
Secondly, requesting to approve the payment of $8,625 to the Wilkins Company for annual fire alarm inspection fees. This is a budgeted item and it's a required annual inspection. And last item is requesting the approval of purchase of a 14 locker key storage system to be used to improve key control at the jail. The purchase price is $917.62, and this is a budgeted item.
Any questions for Jack?
Nope.
All right, thank you, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Jack Greenfield is now exiting.
Crawford County Care Center?
Hi, good morning.
Morning, Tanya.
Good morning, Tanya.
Would like to request to ratify the purchase of N95 masks from the Shamrock Company in the amount of $2,440. This is to be paid from COVID funds. It is not a budgeted item.
Okay,
Request to approve the purchase of a SpectraLink phone and battery from CDW Government in the amount of $827.23. This would be a budgeted item paid from admin minor equipment.
okay,
And request to approve the Pennsylvania Healthcare Association Mutual Aid Agreement. This is the annual review and authorization to participate.
any questions for Tanya?
Mm-mm.
Thank you, Tanya.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Tanya.
Tanya.
Thank you so much.
Planning?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Morning, Zachary.
Zach.
First item this morning, we're requesting approval for a cooperation agreement with Clarion County and McKean County. This is for Crawford to administer the Appalachian Regional Commission grant that we received for the Erie to Pittsburgh Trail. We were the recipients, yet there are projects located in Crawford and McKean counties. And so for DCD to authorize the project, we need this agreement in place.
Okay,
Next, we're requesting to approve an invoice from Meadville Tribune in the amount of $316. It's for our 2021 CDBG advertising. This is paid for with the CDBG program.
okay,
Then we're requesting an approval for a small business assistance payment in the amount of $3,096.82. This is for Nick's Bed and Biscuit. It is paid for out of our CDBG CB funding.
okay,
And lastly, we're requesting a reimbursement for Center for Family Services for their staff wages associated with the food bank in a total of $7,000. This is paid for out of the City of Meadville's Community Development Block Grant funds for COVID programming.
any questions for Zach?
No.
Nope.
Thank you, Zach.
Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zachary.
Zachary Norwood is now exiting.
All right, adult probation, you apparently have turned into human services from the size of your request today. Go ahead, Trevor.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It happened. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Trevor.
My first thing here is to request to ratify the Class 6 County Annual Assessment for the County Chief Adult Probation Officers Association in the amount of $1,030.
Okay,
And then the next one down is the approval to pay an invoice to the City of Meadville for the 2021 John Holt Pistol Range fee. This is a rental fee for the amount of $2,000. This is the range we use for our annual qualifications, both state and county, as well as our practice throughout the year with
Okay.
firearms. And then C here is, we're requesting to approve and sign, we're making application for grant and aid. This is new this year. State parole no longer maintains the grant and aid for the counties. It has now been turned over to PCCD. So now you have to make application through PCCD for this. So this is the first time we're doing this. They're offering the same amount that we received last year of $97,180. The grant period opened up March 15th, and the grant is due by April 5th, which we are scheduled to have it in by. I'm just making you aware that I will need some signatures on that because it's going through PCCD. It's a grant application, so we'll be requiring signatures before we send that out.
Okay.
The next three are similar, but they're all different. They're all going to the same company, but they're different requests. We're requesting to approve the fee of $3,000 to be paid to CDI BTM Software Solutions. This is the agency or company we use for our adult probation system we use for our management software, to allow automatic collection notices to be sent through electronic telecommunication software that will work with our current database as well as with CPCMS. This is a 2021 budgeted line item.
Okay.
And then the next one down is requesting approval of $3,000 to be paid to the same company, CDI BTM Software Solutions, to establish an electronic telecommunication notice service for criminal defendants to receive notice of upcoming hearings, dates, times, and locations. This service will include local district court notices as well as common pleas courts. This is also a 2021 budgeted line item.
Okay.
And then the last thing here is the request to approve the fee of $1,000 to be paid to CDI BTM Software Solutions for a DEX line, which stands for the Data Exchange Line. This data exchange is from AOPC CPCMS to the system that we use here in my office of CDI BTM. This one data exchange is needed to run both of the above two electronic notice systems. So we're not paying $1,000 for each one. We're paying one data exchange line to help run both those systems that we just went over. And this is also a budgeted line item.
So Trevor, my question is there a reason why we need to keep these as separately approved items?
Well, they come in separate packages from the company, so that's why I did it that way, because you can just get the collection services and you can just get the notification service. And since we're getting both, I don't know how they're going to bill because this is a new line item for us from that company. If they bill us on one invoice, I don't know how that's going to come.
Okay, I was just.
I can do that in the future if it makes sense.
Well, again, obviously, since they're all interrelated, I was just
Okay.
wondering if we could, and Keith, I would ask for your comment on it, if we could just take these for a total amount as all one item next week, but if there's a reason to keep them separate, then that's fine.
Okay. And then I don't have the final bill yet, Commissioners. I just want to be, they are going to prorate this year because that is a yearly fee. And obviously, we're almost done with, or we're halfway through March here. So when the bill comes in, once they push start on the system, they will prorate each of the $1,000 will stay for the line, but the $3,000 and $3,000 will be prorated, but they can't give me that amount right now because they don't know the day it's gonna start.
Sure, okay.
So it's gonna be less than $3,000 for each this year. So just so you're aware of that,
Thanks,
when the
Trevor.
final bill comes.
So these are all items that could have been purchased individually, is what my understanding from what he was saying, right? Right, Trevor?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking probably just leave them the way they
Okay,
are. Yeah,
okay.
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 That's fine.
Trevor, if I need a pop from the pop machine, can you get it for me instead of Eric?
Yeah, I sure can.
I appreciate that.
I know how to push the buttons right.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Trevor.
Thanks, Trevor.
Thank you.
Trevor Oates is now exiting.
Human Services?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, Gail.
Thank you for noticing my small list today.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
we do
nice. We like
appreciate
it.
that.
So the first item is a 1920 early intervention income and expense report. The total program expenses were $681,322.24, and the county's share of that was $63,842.07. And they have a purchase requisition to Dell for the purchase of two Latitude 7210 2-in-1 bundle Surface computers to replace two CYS machines. The cost to the county is $873.46. Purchase requisition to Word Systems LLC for the annual service agreement that runs from 5/1/21 to 4/30/22 for the data and recording system that we use in our child interview center. The cost to the county is $514.88. And the last item is a 2021 professional contract addendum with Center for Family Services, and I seek ratification of this, and this is for the delivery of the housing stability services, rental assistance, and the administrative costs that are associated with running that program. And the funds are from the Federal Emergency Rental Assistance Program. Total contract amount is $5,516,075.02. There's no cost to the county, and the center will have a weekly presence in Titusville, and they will also be making a monthly presence in Jamestown, Linesville, and Cambridge Springs in order to reach all of the citizens of the county. Any questions?
No,
Nope, thank you, Gail.
thanks, Gail.
Thanks, Gail.
Thank you.
Finance?
Good morning.
Morning, Stephanie.
Morning, Stephanie.
This morning I bring for your approval requisitions for totaling $142,587. The first is for Women's Services. It's the 2021 budgeted allocation in the amount of $10,000. It comes from our miscellaneous grants and contributions line item. The second is for CATA. It's the 2021 budgeted allocation for $50,000. It comes from the Transportation Grants and Contributions line item. And the third is for Community Health Services. It's the January 2021 MATP trips invoice. The total is $39,558, and it comes from the block grant, Transportation Grants and Contributions. And finally, we have the Community Health Services again. It is their February 2021 MATP trips, totaling $43,029, also from the block grant, Transportation Grants and Contributions line item. For ratification, I have one invoice totaling $1,011.68. It is from Culligan Water Conditioning. It is for repair parts. The invoice number is 919X030422106, and it is for the jail.
Okay. Commissioners?
I can take the first one if you want, actually. So the county has an investment advisory group comprised of the county treasurer, a commissioner, our Peaster, assistant to the commissioners, and our CFO, Stephanie. And in that advisory group, there is a possibility to add a community member to review the investments that the county has. We, in the past, had a community member, Ron Kerr, from the Titusville area, who served that committee very well. Ron's not been able to serve, so we contacted Bob Muth, who has agreed to serve on that committee. Bob has a history of working in the investment field in various capacities. He's very knowledgeable of investments and still keeps up to date, if you will, on the investment world. So we would like the commissioners to appoint Bob to that committee as a community member.
Okay.
We have an Act 146768 notification from Dice Helmy Engineering Incorporated for a PADEP water quality management and NPDES permit for a small flow treatment facility located in West Shenango Township, Crawford County. We also have an Act 146768 notification from Dice Helmy Engineering Incorporated for a PADEP water quality management and NPDES permit for a small flow treatment facility located in Woodcock Township, Crawford County.
Okay. Any public comment today? Okay. Commissioner comments, Commissioner Weiderspan.
I don't have anything other than wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day and enjoy the spring weather.
Commissioner Saw.
Well, I don't think I could top Greg Beveridge's top of the morning comment, but I will echo Commissioner Weiderspan and wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day, and also remind all those candidates who will be participating in the upcoming spring primary that today at noon is the casting of lots. If your race has more than one entrant, we'll be choosing your ballot position in former courtroom 1 at the courthouse.
Before I go, Heidi, are you on?
I am.
You want to
Can
do
you
courts?
hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, please. I have actually been here the whole time, but when I tried to unmute myself before, for some reason, you all disappeared. But
What a
let's
wonderful
try-
thing you would have, and
We
what
get that a
power
lot.
that would be great, wouldn't it?
This morning, we're requesting approval to upgrade the video conferencing system from the MDJ Vernon office. The total cost of the equipment for that, the technological equipment, et cetera, would be $2,160.76 for a couple of microcomputers, a couple of webcams, 3 TV screens, wall mounts, the necessary keyboard and mouse combo. I also put in an additional not to exceed $400 based on estimates from county maintenance on what would be needed for necessary shelving, electrical wiring, receptacles, et cetera.
Okay, any questions for Heidi?
Nope.
Dean Maynard, we actually came in, but Francis did present for you. Unless you have anything else to present, you're okay.
Oh, that's okay.
You are fine.
That happened.
You were fine with that. So, good. My only closing statement is there are additional vaccines clinic going on this week. I just heard about this morning. Peebles is doing really well. They had a large amount of people there, and some folks this morning I ran into were very happy with how fast it was going and the process. So that's good to hear that they continue to work through that. Mr. Dvorkian, do you have anything while you're online? I always forget you. Any questions? Or Garrett, you left me out. I tried. Okay, well, good, thank you.